is Emmanuel, and in just 3 weeks, he found the deal of a lifetime, negotiated an offer, got it accepted, found the EMD from a third party, me, and then found the buyer to sell it. Now, how did he do all of that? He's a member of the Flip Flop Flipper Apex community. And inside of Apex, he was able to find the buyer who's an operator. He was able to find someone who wanted to put up the money, and he's got the deal of a lifetime done and is going to make $40,000 on his very first deal. So if that sounds good to you, and you want to be like Emmanuel, comment Apex and I'll send you the link.
All right. Well,
look at us.
We're the Monday Night Live.
It's the Monday Night Live. What number is this, guys?
98. 98? Watch me choke to death on the 98th episode of the Monday Night Live.
Monday Night Live, number 98. The first time one of us is going to choke to death.
Well, we were just talking about how do we make viral videos. I'd imagine me dying on camera could go viral if I did it in a funny way.
I mean, I don't know how you do it.
Do something.
If you 6 people that are watching have any viral video ideas, let us know.
Yeah, put them in the chat.
Asks if there's any information on a good lawyer in Puerto Rico. What kind of law are you looking for? The Ray 5522. Let us know. We do know some good lawyers, though. We have a good closing attorney we really like. If you're looking for Act 60 people, I think we know some as well.
I posted a video every day.
Uh-oh. Somebody's watching TikTok. He's got the Subway Surfers on the bottom.
I'm trying to get onto Monday Night Live.
Uh-oh.
Maybe we need Subway Surfer content to go viral.
What's that?
It's half the
would get
screen is
decapitated.
talking, and then the bottom half of the screen is Subway Surfers or Temple Run or whatever. It's chaos.
I like chaos. Chaos is good. I just walked onto a construction site and shot a video, and then I drove around for an hour trying to, in Puerto Rico, you can count on the construction crews to leave at 3 o'clock. And I started at about 3 o'clock, and these mother suckers would not leave this damn place. So finally at about 4 o'clock, I was like, screw it. And I went into the vacant house next door that nobody was working at and started my video. And then I walked around and kind of poked my head in the back of the thing while those guys were beating away, hammering on some shit. But I didn't go in it because I couldn't get in. The back door was locked, bastards. But anyway, that was an attempt. You just can't count on the construction crews to leave like you can on the island here in Florida. It's really annoying.
People keep working here until the sun goes down.
Now, it's almost Christmas time.
Yeah, they're trying to make that money and buy presents.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, they've already stopped work for Christmas.
Yeah. They made their money already.
Yeah.
They made
proactive. The Ray 5522 just inherited 70 acres in Ponce, and he needs a real estate attorney. Do you need a probate attorney, or what do you need the lawyer to do for you?
I see a baby and a baby mama. Hi, baby.
Estoy grabando. ¿Qué pasó?
The Ray, while we wait for you. Oh, we lost to Don. Probably that baby needs him. Me and Robert here, guys, are working on a flip here in Orlando, Florida. And I think it's going to be the easiest flip I've done in a couple years, actually.
It's not an easy flip in that it's like a really small renovation, but it's an easy flip in that we're buying it really well. And even though it's a frickin' train wreck, we're going to renovate it. And that was the thing. We were with the contractor there today, and it has that psychological look where you walk in it and you're like, oh my God, this place needs absolutely everything. And I kept saying this in front of the contractor, like, it doesn't cost any more to replace those rotted out, nasty, disgusting, mold-filled floors than it does to replace old carpet or just old floors in general. And it doesn't cost any more to replace the nasty kitchen than it does to just put a new kitchen in something where there was a good kitchen before. The costs are relatively the same. So we bought it really well. We ought to be able to renovate it. It's a big renovation, but we'll renovate it for 80K or so. And then we'll be all in at 270, right, McKenna? 265, 270?
Yeah, I think something like that. We're if our rehab budget comes in at what we expect, around 75,000, 85,000, then we're at 270. If it comes in a little lower, I mean, it's possible. It's also possible it comes in at 100,000, and then we're
Well,
at,
it's always possible it comes in more,
yeah.
but and there are some things that we wouldn't normally have. You got that dilapidated shed in the back. You got 15 trees growing all around the house. You guys, if you have these nasty little weed trees that are growing next to your house, you've got to kill them quickly, because if you let them grow for a few years, they actually become monsters, and they start
They become an oak tree.
ripping your roof off. They start ripping up the foundation of the house. There's 15 trees. You can't even see the damn house from the road because of all the trees around it. So
Yeah,
just
I
cut
pulled
them
one of
down
those out
and
of this house 2-3 weeks ago.
What's that?
I ripped one of those weed trees. It sprouted and it was growing, and I'm like, well, that's got to go.
Yeah,
Ripped
gotta
it right
kill
out
them.
of the ground.
You got to kill those trees quick, or they wreck things.
Yeah, they take root and they'll ruin your house.
Yeah.
The Ray needs a probate attorney.
Yeah, Alejandro Cacho. We really need to get Alejandro to be a preferred vendor inside of our Apex group, but I don't have Alejandro's phone number, and this is a problem. So in our Apex group, if you're in our Apex group, there's a member there who's one of our original Apex members. His name's Juan Perlam, and he partners up with Alejandro and his brother, and they specialize in probate, and they're the best at it that I've seen on the island. So if you join Apex, we'll make sure you get that number. And I'm not trying to make you join just so that you get the number. I'd give it to you if I had it. I just don't have it. So we'll have to get it from Juan. But if you come inside the Apex group and send us a direct message, or send Juan a direct message, you can get Alejandro Cacho's phone number, and he can help with everything probate.
We got people saying, please guys, hit the like button. I love that people are doing that. So if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Really helps us out. What else is going on in real estate right now? I mean, our flip is going well. And the reason I said earlier that it's the easiest flip that I've done in a while, it's very straightforward with what needs to be done. You know, we're looking at maybe adding a bathroom or adding a bedroom, and there's clear spaces where they would be. There's a clear way we would do that. We know that we have to rip out everything. All the floors need to go. All the walls need to go. It makes it very clear of what the job is. And then also, it's not a super high-end luxury home. So I don't need to spend a ton of time on, making sure the colors are exactly perfect for a Winter Park housewife. Now, it is going to look good, and we're going to make sure we get stuff that's trendy, but I get to go and use just regular materials, which makes everything very easy.
We're doing it with the same contractor who did the South Conway flip. And I told him, you probably heard me today, look, if you'll just make it look like the South Conway flip, that we'll be happy with. I think we did with him all of what he did for like 30 grand last time. And the house was about the same size. It was actually a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Neither of the bathrooms really, I mean, he rebuilt everything. So if we can keep him in that same price range, we're gonna come in under budget. And if we renovate the house with all of the same flooring and everything, I mean, so just repeat, we will have a house that will sell for 400 grand. It'll be the nicest house in the neighborhood. It'll look the part, and it'll be what we need it to be, so that we can hand the keys off to someone who will be happy to have it be their home. And I think in Florida, a $400,000 house, that's a
Yep.
first-time home buyer.
It is, especially here in Orlando. I mean, if you're out in the sticks, maybe not, but
Yeah.
any of the big cities, even Tallahassee, at 250, 300,000 for a first-time home, if you're in the city limits.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, it is,
I think Orlando
and that
proper,
could be almost all of the country. I think there's little pockets of Ohio and Iowa where you've got these dying towns and you can get something real cheap, but damn. I think most big cities across the country are having similar prices.
I think that's true. Yeah. Years ago, we used to look at the east coast of the US, and everything north of us, everything north of like North Carolina, so Virginia and up,
Yeah.
was 2 or 3 price points higher than where we are.
Really?
And it really didn't make any sense. And now I think we've caught up a little bit. So everything north of us from like Virginia north, I think is probably only maybe a half or 1 price point higher than what we've got. We should do that research, but
I'm going to pull up Zillow right now, see what's going on in the Virginia real estate market.
well, and I'm talking Virginia north, so the northeast coast of the U.S. And maybe it gets cheaper way north, like Maine or something.
I'm sharing my screen right now, guys. Sorry, I was getting beamed information from my wife. Boom.
Hey guys, while he's sharing his screen and pulling up some stuff, we are about to hit 50,000 subscribers right before the end of the year. We would love for you to help us out. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help us grow. We're growing pretty fast, but it would be pretty cool to see it click over 50,000 before the end of the year. We probably get to 49,000 today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, but you could help us with that. And if you like what you see here, share it with all of your friends. Let's grow this channel so that we can do more real estate together, guys. What do you see, McKenna?
This is a home that I think looks almost exactly the same as the thing we're buying. $309,000. This is a wood frame, obviously, but it's up north.
Pretty dated.
Pretty dated. And I don't know, this is in Richmond, and I don't know neighborhoods in Richmond. I'm sure there's fancy areas and not so fancy areas, but man, this for 1.26, this thing's so ugly.
Wow, that is an ugly, what is that, a 4-story house though? What is that?
Yeah.
That's not as ugly from the front.
Just the back is hideous.
Yeah.
Is it 4 apartments? No.
It probably is multifamily.
No, that's a nice looking home. But this house for a 5.5 for 1.7 million is just still so expensive. But you take that to California and that's a $10 million house.
That's a pretty good looking house though.
It's a good looking house, but it's so. It's interesting because just depending on where you are, this house is $2 million. It's probably pretty similar price down here in Orlando. You go to middle of nowhere, Georgia, and you might get something like this for $400,000 or $500,000.
Yep.
So it's.
Well, we were driving around downtown Orlando earlier today, McKenna, and thinking that some of those big houses down there are $2.5 or $3 million for sure. Damn, guys! When I first started, you could buy anything in Orlando for $300,000 or less, and it seemed like it was all the money in the world. Now, those houses that were a few $100,000 15, 20 years ago are $1 million plus or $2 million plus. The median home price in Virginia, just so we know, is $466,500, and you compare that to Florida, $410,000. So like just right what I said, it's about a half of a level up, I would call that. Maybe that's one level up. $50,000 more for a similar, starter house.
Here's something interesting to look at. I just put the map here on new construction, or built but in 2024 or newer. You can kind of see, and then I put the price up to $350,000.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see there's pockets of affordability, right?
Yep.
Florida's pretty big, actually. We
Florida's
have
got a lot of affordability
a
still.
lot of affordable homes. I mean, that's interesting. And then you go and you look at New York, there's
None.
three in the whole fucking state.
There's none. It's crazy.
Or maybe not. Maybe it's just how I was searching and it didn't load in. But I think that it's I think it just proves the point of different areas have these different price points, but everything across the country is getting more expensive. I mean,
Yeah, there's no doubt. It's getting
there's
more
nowhere
expensive
you're buying
to
anything
keep
for
up.
100,000.
Yep. Well, you just can't build that cheap anymore. So
Yeah,
that means that as you start to build new construction and
Trailer.
they're more and more expensive because of the price point
Trailer.
of materials and stuff, that means that existing houses will automatically start to go up in value because you right now can buy them cheap and people will see that and they will go buy them. What is that? A $99,000 new build house?
Yeah.
Where?
At a 55 plus community in Dade City.
Is it a real house or is it a
I
mobile home?
don't. It must be some kind of prefab,
It's got to be.
but it's a nice looking prefab.
Hell yeah, it's a really good looking house. Oh yeah, you can see it's a wood siding house. So they build it in a factory and they come and erect it. It's like an erector's house. So it's not a mobile home or a trailer. And actually they're really well built once you get them there. Some of them.
Here's another one. Same thing.
That's a trailer though.
Yep, you're right. This is a converted trailer. Well, I'd call
That's
it
a trailer. That's some kind of mobile home trailer thing.
Yeah. This looks like that thing I almost bought from Ken out in the 55 plus community. Man.
Yes. I lost everybody.
Well, this is pretty crazy. Mike says that there's dying towns in the breadbasket where we can get some cheap homes. Yeah, that's I don't know. I struggle when you see something, you buy this for $1, huh? I don't think that's true. When you buy these homes out here in Missouri, Iowa, I don't know, Kansas, Oklahoma, what do you do with them? I mean, what are rents out here? So I know you can get a house for $50,000, but it just seems.
Well, we had Bill on the Shark Tank last week, and he was buying that multifamily in where, Ohio or somewhere?
Yeah, in Ohio, way over here.
And his rents were $850 a month for the units. Is that right?
Look at this place. You can live in this brand new built apartment building for $1,000 for a
Jeez
1-1.
Louise. Where is that?
This is in what is that, Nebraska?
Guys, if you want $1,000 really beautiful apartment,
Jeez.
all you have to do is move to bumfuck Nebraska.
Look at this.
It's just beautiful.
How can they afford to build these and rent them for $1,000?
I don't know. Well, one, they look like they're garbage built.
I mean, that was just a rendering. I mean, this looks gorgeous. I'd love to own this.
That looks decent.
Imagine you had this in Orlando, Florida.
So let me ask you a question. As a real estate investor, would you want to own that in wherever that is, Nebraska?
Maybe. I mean, it's all based on cash flow.
I'll tell you what, if you own that anywhere in Central Florida, pick the smallest podunk town that we've got, and you'd want to own that, but rents would be double that.
Yeah. Well, I think that's how you have to value these things. I mean, if you got 35 units at $1,000 a month, and let's say you net, I don't know, you had a 30% expense ratio because you got an on-site management team, so you're bringing in $27,000 in profit a month.
Yeah.
What is that worth? It's probably worth
$3 million.
Yeah.
It's worth
Times
$3 million.
12,
And
that's
if you can buy it somewhere for under $2 million, then
Yeah.
you need to do it, right?
Yeah, at $2 million, it's like a 16 cap.
Yeah. So and so even that's not that
No,
expensive.
it's not. But can you imagine that 35 units, that brick building in Orlando? The thing's worth $10 million, $12
sure.
million.
Yeah. But it rents for $2,500 a unit.
Yeah.
And you can sell it at a 6 cap.
Yeah, I wonder how they decide where the cap rates are going to be. I mean, can you get a 6 cap can you get the financing out there to make it worth buying at a 6 cap?
I don't think you can right now when money costs 7%.
I hear that lending is going way up, that people are borrowing money again heavily. Mergers and acquisitions are on the rise. They just cut interest rates again. Apparently, it's a very lender-friendly environment right now.
Is that true? Really?
Yeah. Have you guys
I'll tell
heard
you
that?
what,
Who's
if
watching?
rates get back down to under 4%, you got to make sure that I try to figure out how to borrow some money, because I really made a mistake not borrowing 3%, 4% money.
I got you some 4% money.
Yeah, you did. I borrowed a little bit.
Should have gotten you more.
That's what Jeff Murphy kept telling me. He goes, Robbie, go borrow 10 million. Stop messing around. He says, you'll be rich.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
No, he was right. I was
Yeah.
the big dummy in that case. What are you gonna do?
I mean, I wonder if you can, if you did get $10 million with property as collateral based on rents, what's your amortization on the loan I got you? It's like a 7-year balloon or a 10-year balloon or something?
You got me a 10-year balloon, 30-year AM, 5.5% money.
Yeah. I mean, if you've gotten $10 million,
worst loan that I've ever had in my life, because they make us report to them every freaking 6 months, and you know how much we enjoy reporting to anybody.
yeah, the paperwork is.
Let alone the bank. I'm thinking of paying it off, even though it's like 5.5% money, because they're freaking awful. I'd rather pay 10% money to a hard money lender that's just like happy to collect payments and doesn't and they nickel and dime me for everything too.
Yeah.
Like I've sold off a couple of those houses and then they really stick it to me.
Yeah, they're
really
recollateralizing
the thing, and I have to revalue everything, and they just charge you fees upon fees upon fees. So the 5.5% money hasn't been any fun, but
yeah. If you had gotten 10 million, I guess you just lend it out at hard money rates and make a great spread.
And I think too, if I hadn't included those houses up in Jacksonville and then decided that I was going to sell those houses in Jacksonville.
Yep.
And then I'm selling those houses in Jacksonville, there's a prepayment penalty. So some of it's my fault. A lot of it's my fault because I didn't stick to their prescribed plan.
Mm-hmm.
And but anyway. So I just don't like borrowing money from banks. I don't like borrowing money.
You know, I wonder too, and guys, if you're watching, let me know what you think about this. You get the $10 million in cash. Do you then go buy $10 million or $9 million worth of stocks and then get to borrow against that as well, and then you own the underlying stocks, you borrow again at 6% or 5% based on your stocks, and then you hard money loaned out that money. I mean, you're getting
Now your triple revenue with double asset.
Yep, your
Triple revenue with triple asset. Because if you're lending out hard money, you've got an asset there in the form of a mortgage.
Yeah.
And you
You got
own
the
real
asset in the
estate,
mortgage,
you own
you got
stock.
the assets in the houses, you got the assets in the stock market.
Yeah. Let's try it.
All right.
Let's try it next time. You got to be in charge of getting the loans, though.
Mike says you go get 10 millions and go buy a shit ton of notes.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Well, the problem is, Mike, are we getting what's our yield? You know, can I get a 16% yield on these notes that I'm buying? Is that something I can buy?
I think Mike does better than that, McKenna.
Mike, you're getting better than 16% yield on your notes you buy?
I think he is. I mean, so think about the one that we're doing with him. And we didn't buy a note.
Mike says more. Well,
yeah,
fuck.
it's more.
What are we doing?
He does better. Money's not real. It's really easy to start when you figure out a path that makes money and just repeat it.
Mike,
the one deal that we're doing with Mike, Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we're going to make way over 20%.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's a typical deal though either. That's not the notes where he's just buying a note that's already existing.
I think it is. I think he buys those notes at a discount, and he can make money because it'll say it's $100,000 note and he bought it at $60,000 bucks, and the $100,000 note was an 8% interest note, and then and Mike, you can feel free to chime in here, but then he's now making accelerated interest if they're defaulted, so 8 turns into 18 or something like that, whatever the note allows. And instead of being at $100,000, he's in it at $65,000. So his rate goes through the roof to the point where he can then go back and negotiate with the person who borrowed the money and say, hey, let's reorganize this and we'll get you making payments and we'll just drop it down to 2 or 3%, or he could discount it. He could do anything he wants to try and get that yield up. He's got multiple levers to pull.
And then the interesting thing is, too, you go buy $10 million of notes, guys. You get a bank that's willing to lend on those notes as collateral. I mean, and if you buy a face value note of $100,000 for $60,000, you now have a $100,000 asset that you could go borrow on. Get all of your money out again. And then you just do this over and over again. And that's what banks do, and they print money. You're literally creating the M2 money supply just by cycling this debt over and over again with cash flowing assets.
We got a pretty small crowd tonight, so maybe it's getting close to Christmas, but even with the pretty small crowd, we got 14 likes and 26 people watching. If
hit that like button, guys.
You guys hit that like button, get us up to 20 likes, and then we'll just start answering your questions.
Banks will lend you the money to buy their garbage. I love that.
Did Mike say that?
Yeah, that's good.
That's very good. Mike, what about my loan that I want to sell? You gonna help me get that done?
Robert will lend you money to buy his garbage, Mike.
I would seller finance it with some money, you know?
That's pretty. Seller financing a note is an interesting business. I wonder if someone's out there doing it. Is there a Richard Taylor on notes?
Probably. There's probably all kinds of note people out there.
Yeah. Don, welcome back.
Don's back. He moved inside.
Yep.
How are the babies?
Babies need an au pair.
Man, we met a little Chinese girl yesterday, but she
that little Chinese girl's making $250,000 a year. I think. I don't think she wants to.
She didn't seem to want to be an au pair. Yeah.
I don't think so. Abigail texted me back. We're just talking about our lives here on this podcast today, guys. She said $1,000 was insultingly low, and I asked her how much she wanted, and she hasn't
Well, if she could keep her job at all.
$1,150 and not a penny less.
Oh man, I was like, yeah. What do you want? Like,
you know what's funny about that is she says $1,000 is too low. I guarantee you, if you compare it to what she's doing, making what she's making at a B-level restaurant as a server, and then the rents she pays and the gas and all of the food and the things that she has to pay that she wouldn't pay if she became an au pair, it's probably more money doing the au pair thing. But
yeah,
there's a premium she should get for moving from one place to another too, I guess.
Yep, $1,001.
I
just think it could be, guys, that she needed 1,500, and I'm like, just tell me what you need. Don't give me all this. You know, it wasn't like a super long message, but there was a big message of why it'd be a bad idea for her to do that.
Like, well, she should just stay in Olive Garden and live in her parents' house. I'm not forcing anybody to change their life. That's what she wants to do. That's fine. I don't care.
No,
we can find.
But we do need to find you an au pair.
Yes.
I mean, so listen, if there's someone out there who would like to take care of two of the very cutest babies on the whole island of Puerto Rico, and come and be living in a Don's house, and so you're going to be around the whole Flip Flop Flipper team. We'll take you around and show you real estate if you want to learn about real estate all at the same time. Put it in the comments. Who wants an adventure?
You're going to get a super fan of Don to raise your baby.
Who wants an adventure?
Oh, man.
We just need somebody that can, you know, take care of the babies, make sure they learn the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s, and keep them alive.
So far, that's the minimum requirement.
And Don's willing to pay. He's willing to pay, guys, 0 salary, but 5 years from now, you'll be making $1 million a year in real estate.
It's the same fucking offer I got.
It's a good offer. Don, I was looking, you know, the first video we put out was less than 4 years ago, so we still got some time. We're going to get
the relationship technically started more than
that doesn't count. It's the very first video we put out, you and I
would say
started riding around with me.
Started helping Dylan.
Started riding around with me when you started the sacrifice. The trick is
because I opened this channel.
Going to make $1 million in 5 years, guys, is if they show up and work their ass off with you for 4 years, and you're going into the 5th year, you get to extend it by another 5 years, because at this point they're just so fucking heavily invested that they can't say no.
Crap guys.
It's like a seller financing deal, guys. When you get into them,
it only works for
always try to extend these loans when they're coming due. You know, you got a year left, and you say, "Hey, how would you feel about getting a couple extra years of interest? What do you think?"
Yeah, I do think that that's a good plan. I know this. If you're paying me, like JC Morales is paying me on that house, if he came to me and said he needed more time, I would definitely give him more time. I'd ask him for a little bit of money down, right, so that we can, so that we could put a chunk of change in the bank. But I'd give him more time. I'd raise the interest rate a little bit, and I'd give him more time. That's the thing you can do once you get into some of these creative deals.
Speaking of money,
from the seller,
that Connecticut deal we've got, McKenna, that's exactly what we're going to do 11 and a half years from now. We're going to go back to that guy and say, "Hey, listen, we'd really love to extend you out. Let's pay you down a couple $100,000 more, and then keep the rest of it." We can up the interest rate from 0 to 1 or 2%.
1.5%, man. It's a huge increase. That's 150% increase.
He'll love it.
Adon, your daughter's going to be 14 by the time I have that loan call due. And that's fucking nuts.
Oh, his daughter's not 3, so it's going to be
2. She's got 12 years.
Yep.
12 years.
Hey, what do you think about $30,000 for fixtures and bathrooms? exactly how I react.
I think that's funny.
I'm sitting
You're
there.
talking to your Aunt Karen or something.
No, that's not my Aunt Karen. This is somebody else. I was sitting there looking because this tile has become a project, but I'm sitting there and you saw the pictures I was looking at and I liked, and I go to this place who so far is the only people who have it, and we do the bathroom. So the master's going to be a rain shower. We're going to have for the 2 other bathrooms, it's going to be coming out of the wall, and hand wash and all this other nice stuff. And at one point I saw like 10 grand somewhere. I'm like, maybe I can convince them. And then when she's like, okay, at the end, she's like, all right, so total is 32,000, blah, blah, blah. I didn't hear anything after 32,000. I'm like,
jeez.
holy, I'm like, for what?
What do you get for $32,000? She must be giving you the au pair as well.
I walk out the store and she calls me. She's like, I'm just letting you know there's other stuff you can go look at, but you did choose the highest finish and you did choose the most exclusive line. And I'm like, of course. Why didn't you start with that when I was asking for this stuff? You know, like spend 2 days here fucking trying.
Well, at least we know you have good taste, though.
I know. That's what I told Edward when I was driving away. I'm like, you know what? I do have great taste.
You've got good taste. I mean,
nobody's
going to argue with that.
Budget. It's not me.
Was that Adon material cost or is that with installation?
The installation's already fixed into the contractor cost.
Damn. So that 32,000 was just to buy
It's just fixtures.
warehouse.
So it's just the valves and then the plates and the
Who is making those and how do we get into their business?
So
What a deal.
It's fuck, I forgot. I got the quote there. The name is something. They're in Milwaukee. I should call Dave. Maybe he has a connection or something.
I mean, I've got a connection. You know what you want. Let's just go buy it at the Home Depot.
Well, I was looking. They don't have that thing in Home Depot. Like this is not a Home Depot thing. And I'm looking, and everybody else that has it is like Europe. And I'm like buying stuff from Europe. You know,
They don't have it in Orlando somewhere. You can ship it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
we can bring that shit in suitcases.
I know.
What's the name of it? Can I Google it?
Yeah. Let's see if I got them.
That's insane.
Look at it
I want to see what a $32,000 fixture package.
You're talking about valves and plates and stuff.
Yep. I was like, what?
Wow.
They have to be made of gold.
Yeah.
No, it's this new look. It's called gunmetal, which is really cool. And here it is.
Gun metal rain showers and home protection, and you must keep a gun inside the wall that you can get easy access to in case somebody breaks in while you're taking a shower. And they're
a nice color.
Yeah, but so let me see if I can pull it up here. I found it. I'll send you a link now.
You guys, you think things haven't gotten expensive though? That's insane. We're gonna renovate a whole house top to bottom for 80 grand, which I think is insane. Years ago would have done it for 30,000 for sure. And I'm not talking about that many years ago. I'm talking 5-6 years ago before COVID. Now we're going to spend 80,000, and now Adon's being quoted $30,000 for 3 bathrooms, $10,000 a bathroom. Is that right?
I thought the tile was going to be the most expensive thing, and they started saying that. I'm like, holy shit.
The nice thing is that honestly, once you put a valve in the wall, you don't see it. So if you buy the $5 valve or the $30,000 valve, you can't tell the difference.
No, I agree. But that's why it's like, why did it do this? How do I show it to you? Hold on. There's a way to animate it. 1 second.
I told everybody we'd answer some questions if we got to 20 likes. We're at 19 likes. So, I mean, we're right there. If someone has a question and you want us to.
Well, if somebody has a question, they better hit the like button or we're not going to answer it.
Well, we definitely won't. No questions until we get 20 likes, and then we'll answer 2 questions.
Don, where'd you send the link?
Then we need 26 likes.
I haven't sent it yet. I'm trying to see if I find the thing that lets me modify it. Here, I'll send you the thing.
I can buy a gunmetal single handle bathroom faucet for $27.
Yep.
At the Home Depot.
Here's what it looks like. I'm sending you the thing now.
How are you sending it?
I'll send it through WhatsApp.
Oh, this is good too. I see.
See it there. This is not Gummed, obviously. This is Chrome. I'm trying to see how the lady pulled it up earlier. She was able to show me, like, actually change the color. Maybe it's in design.
Holy cow, man!
So is Graph the name of the company?
Yeah.
Well, I'm seeing shower series from Graph for $1,300.
Let me see.
And you guys, we are
See this?
looking at this high end stuff because
Good
we're going to renovate a condo that we're going to sell for $1.8 million. So we're not just going to buy the plastic stuff that you can get at the shelf at Home Depot.
Yeah, the normal.
But we're also not going to spend $30,000 on a shower head and the stuff that goes in the wall. That's insane.
This is Delta, not Graph.
Let me see if it shows me. I think there's a way.
Well, we got the 22 likes. Is there a good question we can answer?
No. I don't think there's any questions.
Oh, great. Well, if you guys want to ask a question, we'll answer it because you guys did your job. Now I'll do my job.
Of answering questions.
Answering questions, guys.
I'll find it. I'll find it.
NPR, how do you contact the family heirs of zombie houses?
Whoa.
Good luck.
Martinez.
You wait for them to put a for sale sign on the house, and then you call the for sale sign. Is the easiest way, the most profitable way. If you want to get in the business of contacting heirs, I mentioned a lawyer earlier. His name's Alejandro Cacho. I'm sorry I don't have his phone number. If you join our Apex group, we have a member in there who partners with him, and I would put you in touch with Juan Perlam. They can chase down all of the heirs that you want. It can take you years to put all of that together, but they're highly profitable once you do it. For us, what we've done over the years is we bought a lot of estates. We've bought a lot of houses where they're zombie houses and they decide to sell. And when they decide to sell, that's when we go and negotiate on them. And just going and finding the heirs of one house that you see on the street where your mother has a house, really, really difficult. I do like to ask the neighbors about these houses and see if anyone has a contact for them. But unfortunately, I wish there was just like an easy way to do this. And this is why you'll make so much money if you do decide to go do this business. If you chase them down. And once it gets to the state of a zombie house and it's just sitting there and it's not for sale, you might be chasing down 5, 10, 25 different people who own the house. And you have to get every single one of them to agree to sell it to you and then either do a power of attorney or come to the island and then facilitate the sale. It's a monumental task. So I'm not trying to discourage you from it. I'm just telling you, we've bought a few hundred houses on the island of Puerto Rico. We've never really chased down heirs.
Well, and let me put it to you this way, Ramon. You can spend 2 years working on one house that you might get or you might not get. It's hard to know. So really, you should probably be working on 10 or 20 at a time.
Yes.
And maybe you'll get one and you'll make 200 grand on it, and it's going to take 2.5 years. Or
maybe you'll get one and more likely you make 50 grand on it.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, Juan is really good at it, and I don't see Juan making $200,000 very often. He buys things in this condition after working on them for a couple of years, and he'll make 15 to 50.
Yeah. Or you get to go and buy stuff that's on market right now, the same house that someone else did this work, and you're buying it for 30, 40, 50,000. You put another 30, 40, 50,000 into it, and you have a $200,000 house. And you make, I don't know, call it $50,000 or $60,000.
but you know you get to buy it. You're working on a real deal. I think it's just a much better way to buy real estate.
Yes.
Yes.
Or you can go to the foreclosure sale, which is also much easier. Things are ready to sell, usually all in first position. I mean, there's way easier things you can do then.
Mm-hmm.
I beat my head against that wall, and you get nowhere, because you know how many Jose Rodriguez are on this island, past and present. Good luck.
Yeah, Jose is a very popular name,
And Rodriguez is another common name.
and it's there could be 50 of them all over the United States, and you got to figure out which one of them is the one that owns your house, and then you got to go find his brother and his sister and a couple of their cousins somehow.
And they don't talk. And they don't like each other.
Yeah, or they don't even know each other.
Yeah.
You know, the family moved off of the island. It's grandma and grandpa's house, and it's been passed down to 6 brothers and sisters who now all died, and there's 25 grandkids that now own a piece of grandma's house that's sitting there getting worse and worse, dilapidated over the last 20 years. And it's a monumental task. So to do it for one individual house, it's just,
and they
not
each
good.
have like 20, 30 cousins. So, and that's just from their grandparents, you know, like it's so crazy how many heirs you can get to in 3 generations. You have 5 or 6 kids, and then your kids start having 5 or 6 kids, and you've got 30 cousins.
Yeah.
I mean, it's impossible to track all of that down unless you know them all personally. They're well organized, but those houses get taken care of.
And you know, let's be honest, the people who set this system up, they knew exactly what they were doing. And we've got some content out there about this disaster, and inevitably we'll get comments that say, "Oh, I love this system. It keeps things in the family." And the truth is, no, it doesn't, because eventually one of 2 things happens. Either 1, some real estate investor buys those zombie houses, or 2, it goes back to the government, and then the government sells it to some real estate investor who's going to fix it up. It doesn't stay in the family. It's a myth that it stays in the family. It's built to keep people poor, because the only people who can navigate that system are the ones who are super well organized, who've got the money to do it. And that's just the truth of it. And they set it up back in colonial Spanish rule, and they did it to protect the wealthy. They didn't do it to protect the natives or to protect the people of the island.
No.
And it's left over. It's a disaster. You know, the island has 250,000 houses that are a shortage, and over 300,000 of these zombie houses. And every time somebody passes away and it goes into this airship program, more of them happen, more of them come. There's a never-ending supply right now, and unless and until they change that law, it's going to be really difficult for that to change.
Or
Now,
you can have a very smart uncle who forges signatures the day after your grandparents die, and then it's just things that were already prepared and ready to go into separation and trust completely get shit showed, and you get nothing. So it's great.
You get better, you get worse than nothing. I mean,
you keep it there dying.
You get to have a fight. You get the joy of paying an attorney to keep your family member in the fight.
Yeah.
It's,
By the time my daughter has babies, maybe the problem would be resolved. I don't know.
Yeah. And Adon, the situation you're talking about happens again and again and again and again.
No, Robert. No.
Again and again.
It's a great system. I'm just telling you. We keep it. We can keep it. We keep it in the family, and then we just keep it looking like shit forever. It's great.
And nobody can ever use it. Nobody lives there.
Nobody can touch it.
Nobody pays the taxes or wants to chip in to fix anything. It rips families apart every day. It rips families apart.
Do we know if this was a problem in the 1950s? I mean, has it been like this for 100 years?
I think so. I think it's always been
zombie homes.
Yeah, it has to have always been like this. It has to.
Or did it used to be that somebody would move into the house and fucking say, "This is my house now," and they'd just take it?
I mean, if they do that now, that would still work, because then you'd have someone who's living there that takes care of the house. That's better than letting a house sit empty. Empty houses, especially on the island with the salt in the air and the termites that are around, empty houses get destroyed just because they're sitting empty.
Yeah.
You don't even have to have vandals go in and do anything. The weather and the bugs will
They go
destroy
take the copper, and then the salt does the rest. How many houses have you and I been to that are like either close to the water or right on the water? It's just like you can't do nothing with them. You're not able to.
Hundreds, maybe thousands.
They're falling apart. There's nothing that can be done. You know, like you literally have to wait 2 years to get a permit and then fix it. You know, by the time you get the permit, you don't even want to do it. You're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I was excited about this project 2 years ago. Now I'm not.
Now I don't care.
Yep.
Well, and I think back about the couple of times where I was trying to buy something where I was the one who was dealing with the family, and the family, of course, doesn't all agree. They're fighting. I'm doing my best to try and get them not to fight. Both times I ended up walking away after a couple of years where I was just like, this is too much trouble. And then somebody else would buy it. And one of them, well, both of them I really, really wanted to buy. But for me, it's just not worth the effort. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. And 2 years from now, I'm moved on to whatever the next project is. I can't worry about that little dilapidated house in Rincon, or even the building that I was going to buy in Isla Verde. Now someone's turning into a beautiful. They're doing exactly what my project was, what I wanted to do.
Really nice.
We just couldn't get it over the finish line, and then I ran out of patience.
How many times did you have the money in the account ready to go?
At least 3 times. We transferred all the money around,
and
got ready for a closing.
Yeah, it's not a little bit of money either.
No, it was over $1 million. It was a lot of money.
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck? It's crazy.
Yeah,
it is crazy.
One day like next year, they're gonna be working as a hotel, and every time I drive by there, I'm gonna get sick to my stomach.
I should drove by it like 3 days ago. I'm like, it's not one day. I think exactly January 1st they should be able to.
Yeah, they're really close.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Guys, I've got a workout class that I got to go to. So,
Nice.
Well, do we have any other questions? You guys want to come in under the gun here? We got 5 minutes before we're going to turn this thing off. I'm going to date night too. I got a little foot massage planned, and then we're going to go have the best sushi in all of Orlando.
It is.
Are you going to the Michelin star place or just Kabuki?
I'm going to Kabuki Sushi. I don't care about those Michelin stars. They aren't as good.
Dude, I hear this one is pretty phenomenal. It's 2 stars. There's they take you to another room for every meal. So there's an appetizer room, an entree.
Well, let's go. When are we going?
I don't know. I don't like sushi that much, so I'll let you do it.
All right.
I want to go to Papa Llama though, the Michelin star place. That's right by your house. Peruvian food.
That's been there forever. That's a Michelin star place?
Yep. You're like not impressed, huh?
I've been there. Yeah, it's been several years. No, not terrible, but I don't know. They get all this hype, the Michelin stars, and then they're underwhelming. And I guess because I just want the good food. I don't really care about all the pomp and circumstance.
The reason we go is for
guys.
conference.
I'm out.
All right.
Well, wait 4 more minutes and we're all out. No more questions?
There's no more questions.
No more questions.
Peruvian chicken is good.
We will see everybody tomorrow for Shark Tank. Guys, if you want to be on Shark Tank, there's a link. I'll put that link here right now.
Do we have anybody who's already signed up for Shark Tank?
I haven't checked.
Gracias, Camila.
Let's see. Apex. Shark Tank sign up. Boom. AMF, motherfuckers. What does that mean, Mike?
Also, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse on YouTube. What are the rules on that, Adon?
After 8 seconds
curse
in,
on YouTube.
After 8 seconds, it's fine.
I don't know.
You can curse.
We don't curse all that much, but you're allowed.
Guys, I just put the link to the Shark Tank. If you want to come on the show tomorrow night and bring a deal, try and get some funding from us, the Sharks, we'd love to have you come on. We'd love to talk about your deal. Go ahead and click that link, fill out the form, and we're going to be reaching out to people tomorrow.
Let's have Emmanuel tell us about his deal he's buying from the show tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's doing a flip.
He doesn't have it yet.
He doesn't have it yet?
Oh, no.
Why does he tell us these things before he has a contract?
They called him. They did that to me once, where they call you and they're like, "I think your offer's been accepted," but they haven't sent them anything. That's why I say he doesn't have it yet.
Well,
They
no,
did
you're
call.
right. He does not have it yet. If he doesn't have the contract in hand, he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Do you have any good deals that you've seen, Adon?
I've offered, and you know me, until I don't have a contract, I won't talk about it.
Yeah,
I've
I've been making offers too. I got nothing.
Yeah, I've been
do
making
you
offers.
have any? We've got some deals going. Do we want to talk about any of the deals we've got going?
Well, we're starting to show Awalia. The McMansion's listed.
How are the showings going?
Oh, let's put the link here. Hold on. Let's see. Where is it?
McKenna, you want to talk about the Fairbanks house?
Well,
It's
we
a-
don't need
it's
any
a
money.
probate house. We could do it on Shark Tank.
Yeah, well, we can do it if we need a spot, but we don't need any money for it, do we?
No, just we could show people why we're doing it and why we think it's a good deal. Run through the comps and stuff.
Anna says that she has an interesting deal. Fill out the form.
What
We'd
was
love to
Anna's
see it.
URL? Fast Track what?
Fast Track Intensive
Intensive
Spanish 2.0.
Oh, okay. Anna, let's do your deal.
Yeah, fill out that form for us if you haven't already.
Here's the link, guys, if you want to see the listing. Oh, no, that's the bathroom thing.
Hi.
Hi, Robert.
Hi, how are you, Emma?
Here's the listing.
Hi, McKenna.
Hi, Emma.
Oh, look
Hello.
at you. Hello, pretty.
Hello.
Are you ready for Christmas? Did you tell Santa what you want for Christmas?
An au pair.
A new best friend.
New friend.
An au pair for under $1,000.
No, she's McKenna.
Hello.
Dile hola.
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 ¿Cómo está?
Hola. You guys, real estate investing is so easy that Emma's going to buy her first house before she's 4 years old.
That's true. And according to this right now, showing up here, counts as her working. So her Roth IRA is gonna be really good.
The au pair you can write off because it's all work. I mean,
I'm just gonna show them all once an episode every month, and this like it all counts.
yeah. Pay
Well, you have to put the acting money aside too.
Start paying them a little bit of money, put it in a self-directed IRA.
Wash My Rug says the Sotheby's link is the wrong link.
Let's
What?
see.
That'll work.
Sotheby's link should be the right link.
The Sotheby's link is the right link. I just opened it myself. You probably opened the wrong one. So like the one that says
Share
the
your
McMahon-
screen, Adon, and let's show it for the last 35 seconds and give everybody a thrill. Maybe somebody out there wants to buy a nice little mansion, little starter mansion, only 6,000 square feet.
which by the way,
5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms.
we're looking at another one.
Ooh,
It's
it's a damn good looking house.
That is a pretty, pretty house, you guys. Look at
You can
those.
do the walking tour.
So is Sotheby's listing it exclusively, or
Exclusively. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that kitchen.
Look at that kitchen. You guys, if you want to see it, call Monica. It really came out so good.
yeah, that's great.
So that's an Italian kitchen. Brazilian marble.
Got the fancy stove.
Big old pantry.
And
Look at this little end of the world supplies pantry you got there. You can
that
you
is
can stock
sweet.
up.
$3.5 million is asking, Mike.
Very
Dale bobo, man.
Mike, he'd seller finance it to you though.
with $1 million down, maybe.
Hell no.
Yeah, we got a lot of money in this thing. We need to get our money back.
This is not a real offer.
Mike, they would do it. If you
Mike,
said I got $1 million down,
For $2 million down, you can get it.
they'd
Oh,
say 20% interest and $1 million down, and they'd do it.
Oh, 20% interest in $1 million down? Done. Sign me up.
Yeah, I could see that.
No question about it. No question.
So this is all the first floor. Let me just take you real quick. This is their guest bathroom, full bathroom, by the way.
That's a nice bathroom.
Every room in the house has access to a bathroom.
An AC,
Every bedroom in the house has access to a bathroom.
full set generator.
Full set runs everything generator on the
This
roof.
is
See
the
it?
master downstairs.
Yep.
Here's the walk-in closet. It's not the biggest closet, but it's a nice, decent closet.
I mean,
Upstairs,
it's pretty big.
That's a pretty
Upstairs,
big
there's a bigger closet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the real master. This is for the most favorite child. Or
You know,
This
the biggest closet.
This is for the old people
is in
that
the
can't get upstairs.
spare bedroom. We've got a closet in the spare bedroom that's as big as a bedroom.
Got the
Wow.
toilet back here. You got this here. You got this bathroom, which
That's a
this is
hell of a
the kind of
bathroom.
like the design I'm going for. And then
how
got
much
the
were these
vanity.
faucets? $1 million?
What's that?
How much were these fixtures and faucets?
They weren't $30,000.
Not $35,000.
We're not.
And then they're like, "I'll give you 20% discount." Like that.
But you
Doesn't
you
do
know, Don, that we did buy those in Florida and bring them in on bags fly free with Southwest.
I know. That's why I got to look at what you guys have over there.
Yeah, if you figure out where we need to go, I'll go get them and bring them.
Well, if Linda tells me if there's an online place, because that's the toughest part about shopping for these things. Most of these things you don't get online. Like you got to go to the store and go look at stuff.
Go
So right
out that
here, Mila.
Guys, I gotta run, but I'll
All
let
right.
you guys finish up. Have a good night.
I'll show
way. Hey,
this.
McKenna.
Here's the master.
And this master bedroom is gigantic.
It's my favorite master. Is where I would live. You got the forest right there. You got a balcony with the forest over there.
Guys, this thing is so big. I got an old short where I was running wind sprints in there. That place is huge.
Yeah, you got this
And this bathroom here,
beautiful bathroom.
22 is ginormous. You ready to go, baby? All right.
Here's the toilet that was set for Robert.
That,
6 feet off the
is,
air.
What do you call those European toilets? We'll never do that again.
Wall shitters.
Wall shitters.
Here's the bar, outside bar.
I love this outside bar area and this little
Yeah.
outside living room.
And the cool thing about this is you can share this area if you're having a guest watching the game. What happened there?
You just walk right
if you're
through
watching
the
the game or something, you can go out here. I guess he didn't do it because it was raining. What a coward. You wet your equipment. And then you can go over here and you can have an upstairs living. So you watch the game here. You have one team over here and one team over here. And the people you don't like that are the opposite team, you throw them out there in the rain. And then you can be in here with the winners in the AC.
Nice.
You got the laundry over there, another full bathroom here. Got a full bathroom over here that shares with this room over here. Obviously, we worked into that one for like 20 times. You got this bathroom.
This
I mean, this bedroom.
There's
That same bathroom came out really nice.
Yep.
Got another massive
A
closet.
gigantic closet there.
Harry Potter can live in that closet. Will never complain. He would have
I mean,
never gone to
You could
Hogwarts.
have double occupancy in that closet.
Never would have become the Wizard of Wizards if he had that closet.
Yep. How's this bathroom look? Oh, that one came out nice too.
Yep.
It's good
So-
stuff. There's balconies off of all the rooms too that he didn't go out on, but all right. You guys,
All right.
thank you so much for hanging out with us for the Flip Flop Power Hour Monday Night Live. This was episode number 98. So we're going to try to get to episode number 100 before the end of the year, and we'll have some kind of celebration party. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 50,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I think we can do it, but it's going to be tight. I'm going to need everybody to help out by hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Maybe go on one of your other devices that you don't always use and subscribe anyway.
Just change your email.
And hey, when you watch our videos, just let them play all the way through so that we get that watch time.
There you go. Thank you,
There
guys. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right,
for dinner.
guys. Talk to you soon.
This is Emmanuel, and in just 3 weeks, he found the deal of a lifetime, negotiated an offer, got it accepted, found the EMD from a third party, me, and then found the buyer to sell it. Now, how did he do all of that? He's a member of the Flip Flop Flipper Apex community. And inside of Apex, he was able to find the buyer who's an operator. He was able to find someone who wanted to put up the money, and he's got the deal of a lifetime done, and is going to make $40,000 on his very first deal. So if that sounds good to you, and you want to be like Emmanuel, comment Apex, and I'll send you the link.